Does my eyes deceive me? Does my eyes really deceive me right now? A series that I thought was going to be nothing but a slice-of-life Soul Eater series has turned into a battle action shonen like Soul Eater, the original. Wow, so this is what we get, fans of Soul Eater not get, for actually sticking through with this series and enjoying it. We get this! We get these final episodes of Soul Eater not. It's just building up into such a great freaking ending. I mean, I am loving these last couple episodes. I mean, I love the slice of life feel of Soul Eater not, but I mean, everybody that first began this series, the first episode was probably looking at it as looking for action and battling and stuff like that, but usually the people that stuck with this series was most likely continuing to watch it because of the slice of life feel of it and getting to find out more about the world of Soul Eater. But after sticking through with this series, we're getting our reward. We're getting that original Soul Eater awesomeness. We're getting those battles. Oh! Okay, so the animation overall wasn't the best I've ever seen, but that doesn't matter. It does not matter because this episode was executed properly. Oh, the fighting in this was really good. I love the atmosphere this episode gives off. I mean, seriously, the music. The build-up music of the entire town being attacked by Gorgon soldiers, the manipulation mind control she's using, the build-up of those scenes are great. Really good. I mean, the atmosphere it portrays, I can just feel it. Now, overall, this episode is good. It really is. It mainly was a setup, build-up episode for the upcoming episode, but at the same time, it demonstrates Soul Renaissance, something I haven't thought about in quite a long time. We get to see it demonstrated between Sugumi and Anya. We get to see how these two people are linked together now, and they're able to use Soul Renaissance, which is interesting. It's been a long time since I've actually seen this, so it was good getting to see this once again in the series. One thing, though, what this shows is most likely Anya and Sugumi is going to be Meister and Weapon. Now, after we've seen this episode, most likely it's confirmed that Anya is going to be with Sugumi. That's who Sugumi is going to choose, which is cool. So the irony of this entire Soul Renaissance is that Sugumi looks like a freaking broom. Now, I don't know if anyone else has realized this, but the enemies to the Meisters or DWMA is witches. And so what does, Anya look like right now while she's flying on Sugumi? A witch. And so the irony right there is just downright freaking funny because Sugumi looks like a broom that a witch would ride, and I get a lot of enjoyment factors out of that. It's even funnier when you add in that little bit of Yuri fan service in the middle of this episode, which I was not expecting, especially that type of fan service, even though technically it wasn't fan service, but still. It was shocking. All around, I am impressed with how these past couple episodes have been with Soul Eater not, of how it's built up. I mean, 2 episodes ago, it was just freaking confusing. It was really confusing because all this random events going on, but with last episode and this episode, anyone that stuck through with this series and still would continue to want to see the Soul Eater vibe we had from the original probably has been answered, their prayers have been answered, and they're definitely probably eating up and enjoying these last 2 episodes because it's definitely took a dark turn. Now, there's a couple things I want to bring up, okay? Now, I don't have the best Soul Eater knowledge. I don't. I haven't read the manga. Now, if I remember correctly, which has been a long, long time since I have watched the original series. And I know the series, some parts of it were filler and it completely went off track at the end. But if I am correct, the beginning episodes of Soul Eater, Sid was still alive. He died because of Soul, killing him with like a tombstone. Tombstone fell on him in the graveyard, and that's what caused him to kill him. And then you had Dr. Stein bring him back. And so, is this completely deviating from the original Soul Eater? That's the main thing. I asked that in my last review, but it wasn't really cleared up, so I want to ask it again. Is the overall story, the actual timeline and plot and writing, deviating from the original plot, from the original Soul Eater manga? That's the main thing I want to ask right now, because I know this takes place before the events of Soul Eater, but if I remember correctly, the first episode of Soul Eater, or a couple episodes in, Sid was still alive. So I could be wrong. I don't know. It's been a long time. So looking past that, this episode, Gorgon as a enemy is amazing. I love her attitude. I love the way you felt like she was singing in that time where she was like, kill and all that. And her little speech when you have Meme behind her saying, kill. I was like, oh my god, it's so creepy, but at the same time, I love the speech she makes. I love at the same time she wants everybody to destroy everything in the town. It's really putting more emphasis on Gorgon's character. The thing that someone brought up last week that was really interesting and made me start to think is, what if Gorgon is the daughter or sister of Medusa? Someone brought that up last week in the comments, and I don't know exactly if anyone else would agree with that theory. It sounds interesting enough, because, I mean, if you think about it, Gorgon is pretty much like another, I guess, alteration of a Naga or Medusa. And so, it's kind of obvious how, you know, Medusa and Gorgon would kind of be similar, and so it's interesting if you think about it like that. It's possible they can either be sisters, or Gorgon could be the daughter of Medusa. But either way, I love the way it ended. The ending was a cliffhanger at best, and oh my god, that cliffhanger is just a bitch slap once again! But it was a good episode. Good episode. I love it. So, if you have yet to watch this episode, Soul Eater or not, or you're still looking forward to trying to figure out if you want to start this series, and you just want that original Soul Eater vibe, well, you're probably not going to get it, but if you want to see some action, you'll definitely get in these past 2 episodes. It's probably going to build up into a very climactic ending of this Season 1 of Soul Eater or not. Now, anyways, everybody, I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.